Alright, everything's fine. It's working. It's fine. Everything's there. It's fine. Okay, go. Hello there, SYNDICATES here, and welcome back to Warframe. Now, I'm going to put this thing here. It is, in fact, 12 p.m. Not nearly. I mean, it is nearly 12 p.m. Yeah, here's the thing. I decided to change the stream schedule, so we'll see what happens with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do all these syndicate missions. Now, I know it's not the I only just thought of doing this right this second. That's why that's why, despite the fact that I literally just said in the tweet, "Oh, I'm going to do fishing missions. I'm going to do syndicate missions." Apologies for that. It just occurred to me then that I need to do them, and I have yet to do them. Yeah. It's always the okay, right? It's a rescue mission, so that's all well and good. Like whenever I stream at like 8 o'clock and then I end at 10, I never actually get anything done past that point, and I feel like I should. But at the same time, I just feel like timeline-wise, it'd probably line up better if I did it earlier in the day, and then I get more done later in the day. And then I could maintain that productivity. I don't know if I'm going to stream for longer, or not. Yeah. Alright, kill 3 drones or ospreys with your melee. Well, that's a challenge? Okay. Is that a challenge? Indeed. Right. So, again, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming. I don't know if I'm going to do 3 hours, 4 hours, or just stick to 2 hours. That's up in the air at the moment. I think we should probably stick with 2 hours. I feel like I should change the stream name because I have kind of got it as catching up with fishers, and we're not doing fishers. So hang on. Alright. Okay. Doing the daily. Doing the dailies. How about that? Doing the dailies. Sure. Just a little bit of alliteration kind of thing. You know, wait a minute. Claim rewards. What do I need to claim here? We need to claim you. Look at that. We got 30 you. I forget what. I can't access the shop right now at the moment.
Lay 'em low and burn their shadow.
I should probably get that one done. Alright. Ospreys or drones, which we can do. We did indeed, Tony Boy. Now, there we go. Right. So again, I'm just gonna. This is pretty much the thing that I do mostly every day. This is the thing that I'm supposed to do every day, but you know, sometimes I'm lazy and don't. But yeah, this is essentially what I'm supposed to do every day. Is the 9 syndicate missions to get that standing going, so that I not only can rank them up when I need to, but I get this is where all my relics come from. I don't get them by grinding them on, you know, their drop locations. I get them all from the syndicate packs, and I don't run out of them, which is the annoying part. Right. I need to see if I can find these ospreys and stuff.
Stay focused.
There we go. I mean, it's just exactly like that, basically. That's all we're here for. And what was the? So yeah, we collect all these tokens and these seeds, what they are for new Loka, and that's what gets us lots of extra standing. So wait a minute. Okay, but there's something here. There's stuff on the other side of that. Now I'm pretty sure that there is a. Oh wait, you're there. There we go. Yeah, I've got a sign star. Lovely. I'm running out of those. I made that joke last time. Give me the locker. Thank you very much. Right, let's proceed. Let's get out. I really wish that like assassins or something would spawn in these missions, because I just don't like that they're always they're basically just the exact same as normal missions, but with anything potentially interesting taken away from it. I really feel like I feel like we're missing a bit of potential here with these syndicate missions. You know, we could do something interesting with them. Right, let's. There you go. Yeah, so this may take us a moment, I suppose. Just it's usually around 10 minutes per mission. Doing all these. When I'm rushing through them and I'm paying attention, it's usually between 8 to 10 minutes to get the entire map. Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. You sometimes manage to get away with a sculpture, which is always nice, so we can grab one of those. Yeah, we've got cubic diodes, and one day I'll spend them. But one day, very far away. Alright, so I need to not focus on killing enemies at the moment, because that's not really important for us. Alright, well, the game is giving me quite a few expansive rooms to go through. I'm hoping. I think this is extraction, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I don't. I try not to find extraction until I need to go there, because it's just, you know, spending your time wisely. But I guess here we are. I may as well grab everything here first. That's everything, and then proceed. I can't wait to get Reach Prime. Hang on, I see you there. Reach Prime should make things quite interesting, I'm sure. Yeah, thank you. There's nothing up there. We've got enemies coming from down here. Wait a minute. I see you. Damn it, somebody killed it. There we go. There's just one more right there.
Big things grow, dreams.
Indeed.
I believe in you all.
Why, thank you. All of us? Even the bad ones? How dare you? Alright. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this this new stream time will work. We'll have to see what happens with that. Again, I'm just thinking that maybe I'll end up being a bit more productive at the end of the day, rather than, because it's like, well, you know, when I rate out at the end of the stream, there's usually a large part of me that sort of just wants to just stay in the stream for the last couple of hours, because I know that when I stop at 10, I know that I'm probably not going to stay up. I know that I'm not gonna do anything. I know that I'm not going to be able to do much in between then and when I go to bed. So so that like 2 hours doesn't really seem like a long much amount of time to waste. So then I end up just, well, not doing anything for the last couple of hours. And so that's how that obviously spirals into, you know, if I do that every day, how many hours am I missing out on? Whereas if I do this now, then I'll have the rest of the day to finish stuff off, and so I'll probably ride that high of productivity, so to speak, until I go to bed, basically. Work until I sleep at that point. So that'll probably. I'm hoping that this will probably be better for productivity. If I do this now, so that instead of settling for the night, I keep going, you know. We are almost maxed out on all these things, so come on. I'm guessing that the last one is going to be in the the chamber, the prison itself. Wow.
Beware, those lasers are linked to the poison tumor nodes
What?
growing on the airlocks.
Oh wow! I actually tripped it. I meant to just jump over it. It was me thinking I was being sick,
Go.
but no.
You set off a laser. The infestation is responding by gassing our operative.
I'm sure it
Get out
is.
of there immediately.
I will, but give me a minute. I'm just kind of looking around for loot. Don't mind me, mate. Just hold your breath. Let me just make sure that I don't leave this place unturned, and I'll be with you in a moment. Just, you know, you practiced holding your breath, right? You've hang on, wait, boom. Oh wait, hang on. Whoop. There you go. See,
Found
that's
the
it.
operative. Now bring them home.
Bring him home. Alright, let's go. Wait a minute. I see you. Got him. Let's go.
Stay focused.
Screw you.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay, right. Well, I missed that jump, thinking that I was supposed to go down, but as a matter of fact, no. Hang on. Wait. So we can. I wasn't exactly rushing at the start of this, but can I get there before 9 minutes? Let's go. Before 9 minutes stream time. Go. 10 seconds. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna make it in that time, but what? I've never done that before. I've never knocked an ancient over by rolling into him. Okay, no. All right. Okay. I actually think I could have made it in 9 minutes if I didn't get trapped on so many turns. But I'm gonna say I think I did all right there. So yeah, pretty much like 9 minutes. Yeah. Because the mission time will be less than that, won't it? Yeah, 8 minute 30. There you go. Yeah, I'll take that. Why not? Armoros on Europa. I'm just saying, that looks like, that does not look like Europa. That's an infested moon out there. Are you sure we're not outside Deimos, which doesn't exist yet, because even though I completed the quest, we shouldn't have done. It doesn't exist yet. Yeah, I swear that was just like an infested moon just chilling there. Alright. Defense. Eris, yes. These are fun. These ones are fun. 4 and a bit hours, yes, those will expire at 5 o'clock, and I'll be able to sort those out later.
Would you help us, Tenno? And our cause?
Indeed. Alright.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
I shall do exactly that. So while you guys defend this thing for a moment, I'm going to run around to make sure that there's no sculptures or anything chilling here. So if you want to chill here, protect it with your life. I'll be back momentarily. I just want to have a bit of a... Right, okay, so there's nothing over here. This is where, like, animal instincts and stuff comes in really handy. Because you can just... You don't have to, like, go all the way to all the rooms. You can just sort of get in the vicinity of them. I think that was the room I started in, was it not? So, I'm not going to go all the way over there. You know, we just go all the way up this way. It would appear that there is nothing. Alright, cool. Oh, look at that. You guys cleared the entire wave yourselves. Lovely. I could probably... Shall I just go chill up here, like Hawkeye or something, and then you guys do your thing? No, where are you going? Excalibur, what are you doing? Oh, okay, you can't get up there. Alright. They can't bank worth a damn. Let's go. Oh, damn. You guys are just killing all my targets for me. Stop killing all of my... Look, this isn't me killing them. They just keep taking all my kills. Stop it. Alright. Let's run in here and start. How have you guys killed one all the way over here? I didn't not realize that you guys had that kind of range. Damn. If only you knew how to use those weapons, you'd be quite effective. What are those? Like Sancti Kunai or something? I mean, yeah. When it comes to defense, these guys are not awful. But whenever it comes to, like, excavations, whenever it comes to, like, excavations even, not excavations, it's not an Eskimo. Whenever it comes to that, or interceptions, that's the one, they're awful. Why are you all the way over here? Oh, wait, you're following me? Why? No, come over here. I could have sworn I clicked on you to... Right, come on, run! You can make it! Let's go. Boom. It's healed. Do I not heal you? Do I not heal you with rejuvenation? That sucks. That's rubbish. Wait a minute. Why have I got a gap next to my health and shield? Oh, okay, it's gone now. I was going to say, like, wait, because I'm not healing, which means I'm not low on health. I've hit my maximum health, but I'm also not regenerating shield, which means I'm at my maximum shield. But, okay. That's very, very odd. Right.
We fought with honor.
You need to stop saying that, Tony Boy. I need to start... If I kill some sentients at some point, well, that's when we'll start to upgrade this ephemera. Or is it wait, no, it's the armor that I need to upgrade, isn't it? It's the no, we've got the ephemera and we've gotten the signed armor. I think it's just the armor that we need to sort out now. And we will do that. We will do that. We'll max that out in time for the sacrifice. I feel like here's the thing. I don't know what would be the best. I don't actually know what would be the best one to. I'm starting to think. I don't know what the best one to. I don't know what the best way to do that would be. Like, should I do that for the War Within, or should I do that for the sacrifice? I feel like it would make sense to complete it with the sacrifice. You know. Because. Yeah, I feel like it would make sense to complete it with the sacrifice. But then again, I don't know. Wave cleared, yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's one of those. That's gonna be one to think about. The thing is, it's like killing enough sentients to complete the final form, so to speak. In terms of aesthetic, that is thematically relevant to the sacrifice because it revolves around the sentient plot, whereas the War Within doesn't. In fact, the War Within is like. The War Within is like the outlier cinematic quest that it was okay, but it didn't really push the plot in any way. It was a very odd quest in terms of quality, in terms of focus, in terms of how it treated villains and stuff like that. It's like it didn't have anything to do with the sentient plot. It was completely irrelevant to the sentient plot. The only relevance to the sentient plot it had is the relevance to Tenno and operators. Like obviously it's an operator focused. It's a Tenno quest. It's not really much of a Warframe. You do play as your Warframe in it, but it is very much focused on your operator, or on Tony Boy, so to speak, if you will. But in terms of sentient, and like obviously the sentient plot revolves around you. Shut up, Tony Boy. So it's relevant in that sense, but it's got nothing to do with sentience or anything like that. It's it's a very odd quest in terms of its focus, and the way it treated its villains, they weren't exactly. Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Anyway. I feel like the Grineer Queens are a very, like, they're referenced at the beginning of the game. They're referenced very, very sparsely, and I just feel like the payoff to meeting the Grineer Queens is so underwhelming. It's so, it doesn't feel like they're the main villains. They are the main villains, but I feel like a conflict with them and directly meeting them didn't exactly have the gravitas you would have expected from what should rightly be, at least for the first part of the game. See, the thing is, I don't think, like, the Grineer Queens should be the first, or maybe second main villains of the game. And what I mean by that is, the Grineer Queens should be the main villain up until the sentients are revealed. Either that, or they are a consistent secondary villain throughout that. Because I feel like we should have. There we go, finished. Cool. I feel like we should have, because the Grineer Queens the Grineer are the main villains of the game. From the start of the game, they are the first villains that were introduced to you. They are the dominant faction that's raising these colonies to the ground. They are rampaging and trampling their way through so many innocent lives and all that. They are set up to be the main villain. And the guy, the first enemy that you fight, the guy who's, the first actual character we're introduced to as a villain, is working on behalf and is faithful and loyal to the Grineer Queens. That's why he's here. When he fails, he's trying to apologize to the Grineer Queens, which isn't in the game. It's in a text log, which is false because it's talking about an event that literally didn't happen. However, that is the point, the Grineer Queens were like the hidden secret main villain for a while. They were the villains that you heard about. You had like a vague awareness that they existed, but you might forget about them as individuals for a time because of everything else that you're focusing on. But they are there. They are present. They are still. The Grineer Queens are the orchestrators of the Grineer army, so to speak. But then again, what they actually do for the Grineer and what they are and what they do is even in the War Within is vague. You're like, so why did the Grineer listen to you guys? What is it that you actually do for the Grineer? You're not the original clones, clearly. You're not. You don't. What is it that you actually do for the Grineer in order for them to follow you as leaders? Like what? It's like do I need to go into the prophets of the prophets in Halo? Do I need to go over that? Do I need to so yeah, like as villains, they were very underdeveloped and weak in terms of how effective they were, how what purpose they served, and what effect they had on the world is essentially negligible both before and after the War Within. It doesn't change. Nothing happens, which is a shame because the setup for them in the War Within, pretty much everything up until the point where you meet them, is very, very good. I'm gonna have to hold off on the rest of the spoilers if I'm being perfectly honest. I've already spoiled enough, but I feel like I should stow it for a bit. Alright. So you're going that way, which means there's probably loot in this direction. then we are sorted with the new local. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Up until 5 o'clock at least. We get pushed back by the Martian winds if we go too far out that direction. Yeah, I will not allow an Eximus roller. That's not even an Eximus, is it? I will not allow a roller droid to impede my progress. You shall not get in the way of progress. There you go. Wait a minute. What's happening to my map? Are you teleporting around? How dare you? How dare you? Signal disrupted. Oh no. Oh wait, I think I think Bright Purity just eliminated it. Lovely. Alright. We are not quite done looting, that's the thing. We need to figure out. Yeah, you guys are gonna go that way, which means I need to come over this way and track down all potential loot in this direction. Because there absolutely will not be any in this direction. Got something all the way over here. Got it. Oh well, stop getting stuck on walls. Stop it. Wow, there is nothing? No loot? Not even like just a random crate or something. Just really? Okay, I mean you really led me astray with that one, didn't you? Alright, we've got 7 more enemies. 5. There we go. I mean, I'm not about to count them all down. We're almost done. I was gonna say, you took an extra couple of hits there. Aha, give. Alright, I literally just need to kill one more. There we go, we're done.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
You know, I never really get the impression that they are broken, you know, they're still doing a thing. Right, I need to hack you guys. There we go, 6 out of 8. Nothing left for us here. Proceed. Yeah, I need to hack all the consoles, and I guess I'll try and do that before today, before we end. Good. Wait a minute. Yeah, I knew that I would have caught you if you weren't a thing. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what my math was. I don't know what I was doing with my math before, by the way, when I was talking about how much credits I would need to level all my mods up and stuff. The 20 million. Sorry, the 20 million. The 20 something. The 20 something mods I had. The 20 something like cryo round mods that I had. That would literally cost me like 40 million. So in other words, I have enough right now in order to do it. Like, if I was to get 100 million, I'd be sorted on money for a very long time. Wow, not even 6 minutes. Damn. Didn't actually see that coming. Sure. Gotta change the loadouts. Oh well. Whether you defeat Kuva thralls and liches on your own liches notes, I didn't get to read that.
Your mission is to
The power of non-loading times.
Intelligence files you find.
I wonder if we'll ever have to start factoring that in. By the way, to like the gameplay loop and the whole concept of hand-holding and you know and like gameplay mechanics of like how. Like steep learning curves. Will we ever have to start factoring that in? Loading times, being able to, like, we can't use loading tips anymore because games just don't need to load anymore. Like, I feel like that's interesting to think about as in terms of game design, because you know games do that all the time. Like especially in like the PS2 and 360 days and all that. Like, oh boy, those were the days. But like you're loading, and then for like 30 seconds, the game would either give you, like in Skyrim, it would either give you. It could give you a tip, or it might just give you a piece of background lore or something like that you wouldn't know. But we're rapidly getting to the point now where loading literally isn't a thing. It's so the game loads. Well, you got Ratchet and Clank with the whole Rift thing. You're going between these dimensions. Which I believe are like their own levels. I'm not actually sure. I've not played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and I won't for a very long time. So correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't think that all of these sequences are just on rails. They're just on rails, and they're all these individual. I don't know if are the Rift sequences their own levels, or are they like when you go between the Rift and the normal world at will? Are they two completely different worlds and levels, or are you, or are they doing a thing? Hang on, wait. Or are they just like an on rails thing where they
Stay focused. There's a
you load them up for like 10 seconds while you slide along a Sonic-like railing to get to your next level. Like they're literally just a cutscene vista. It's not actually like another world. And then you got like Spider-Man 2, for example, with the instantaneous travel, the instantaneous fast travel with no loading time whatsoever, where you effectively just teleport to your the area you fast travel to. Not a fan of that mechanic in a Spider-Man game, but I mean it is technologically cool. That there's literally no loading time. You go onto your map and you click on an area, and then the map zooms in and you are there, rather than you having to go there or get into a loading screen or something like that. It's like GTA, but without the hovering in the sky. It's like GTA, but without the hovering in the air for 15 seconds bit. You know, like you literally are you just skip to being there. Oh, wait a minute. You just skip the part where you're hovering in the air and you just go straight to that part. It's like, so like, where do loading screen tips fit into that, you know? I think we are actually going to see a change in, like, we might be seeing a change in how games. Well, I very much doubt we're going to see much of a change in how games are made, but I was gonna say, like, we're not gonna have the opportunity for loading screen tips anymore. It's gonna be a real big shame, because I really miss the times in Dead Rising where it would show you the pictures you've taken and stuff like that, and it'd give you tips and stuff like that. Those are always great. No more. Yeah, again, I just think that's interesting to think about. Like, there won't be any time for loading screens. Like, well, once we get rid of loading screens, what happens to the loading screen tips? We just won't have them anymore. Yeah.
That was a close one.
What on earth are you talking about, Tony Boy? Right, so I could go over there, but first I want to go over here, because I know there's going to be loot. See you in a bit. Quittance. I don't know, man. I love Bright Purity, because even though it's not nearly as effective as a Crucible, it really gives me that Crucible vibe of, like, just sort of cleansing the map of everything. Well, it's like, that's the thing, is that you're not cleansing the map, are you? It's like you just cleanse the area of everything, of all enemies around you. Like, once you detonate it, it just cleanses the area of everything hostile. Like, again, man, the Crucible itself doesn't make any sense with the whole 3-choice thing, and in Mass Effect 3, the Crucible, you can criticize the logic of the Crucible for at least a week, but but at least I did very much appreciate the visual of the Destroy ending, and how like it was a very good visual, just sort of. it's a very, what's the word, cathartic idea that you watch all of these people basically like struggling to survive, as they're being absolutely bombarded by dozens of Reapers and armies of, I can't get there. There's no way for me to get there. You know, they've got scores of husks and marauders all just charging at them like animals. And then before the Reapers manage to fire at them, or before the marauders manage to actually reach them, just this massive wave of energy. It like passes over everything on the planet in an instant. And as soon oh, there we go, cool, we're done with that. And as soon as this energy wave touches them, everything related to the Reapers just disappears. It just disappears it disappears in a wave of smoke that's immediately blown away by the wave of energy itself. Wait a minute. Oh, we've got the links. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. There we go. I've already completed the challenge for this, so I don't really need to worry about it. But oh well. Like it's a very aesthetically pleasing visual, and I think like having that visual as the end of Mass Effect was great. Just again, everything else for the Tenno. No, for everybody else, except you guys that I'm killing. I'm not doing this for you. There you go. All right. Let's get our way over to C, I suppose. Yes, indeed, we have the Xmas enemies trying to do a thing. If I should sit up a bit, hang on, move to the side. There we go. Everyone looking forward to the weekend. We are at the midway point. We are in fact there. Actually, wait, is it Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Thursday. I didn't realize. I thought it was Wednesday. No, it's Thursday. Okay. All right, lovely. I'm a day behind. I need to sort out one. Do you know what, I'm gonna sort this out right now. So we've got from the bottom of the list. Oh dear. 1200. So, oh my god, guys, I've got this backlog is insane. I've got requested games, which is games that a certain someone has requested that I play upon watching one Let's Play of my channel. I've started but still not finished, because obviously why would I finish games that I play? I started but not finished Alan Wake Remastered and Resident Evil 0. Those ones I shall be finishing. Then the other two games are Detroit Become Human, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and The Last of Us. Obviously, with Detroit and The Last of Us being PS only, or at the very least PC titles, I won't be able to get my hands on those for quite a while.
Stay focused.
But I do intend on playing them. They are there on my list. I won't forget them. There we go. So we're sorted and all of that. I think this is going to be Extraction over here, isn't it? No, it's not. Interesting. But then I've got. Oh dearie me! But then I've just got games that either somebody has pointed out to me, games that I've said I want to play, and just games that I want to play at some point. I've got games I should play. We've got here we go, guys. Pause for a second. I've got the Far Cry franchise, the Armored Core franchise, the Spyro the Dragon franchise. So either the remaster, it'll end up being the Reignite trilogy for me. But anyway. We've got the Crash Bandicoot franchise, or the remaster. I'll probably play the originals at some point as well, but I'll probably start with the Reignited. It's like I guess I'll play Alan Wake, the original, at some point, but probably not for a while. We've got the Dead Island franchise. We've got the Dead Rising franchise. We've got Lies of Pi. We've got Lords of the Fallen. It's Lords of the Fallen, isn't it? Not Lords of Fallen. All right, there we go. We've got Everspace 1 and 2. We've got the Hitman franchise. We've got Gears of War franchise. We've got the Bayonetta franchise. We've got the Borderlands franchise. We've got the Darksiders franchise. We are not even close, by the way. I'd say we're about halfway. We've got Darksiders franchise. We've got Perfect Dark Zero, or the Perfect Dark franchise. Sure, why not? We've got Only Up. We've got Stardew Valley. We've got Spiritfarer. We've got Yakuza franchise. We've got the Pikmin franchise. We've got Hellblade 1 and 2. We've got Horizon Zero Dawn, and I guess Horizon franchise, sure. We've got Ghost of Tsushima. and we've got the Evil Inside franchise, and we've got the Fable franchise, and the current games that I'm playing on rotation, because you know I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, I've got 10 games ongoing at this point, and I need to have 7. I need to bring that down to 7, and then any of the 7 games that are being that any of the 7 games that get finished will then be replaced. So we've got Dead Space 3, we've got Elden Ring, we've got Warframe, we've got Doom, we've got They Are Billions, or Doom 1993, sure. Yeah, we've got They Are Billions, we've got Jedi Survivor, we've got Darkwood, we've got Just Cause 2, Hogwarts Legacy, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So those are just the games that I'm focusing on playing at the current moment. Then we've got unfinished games, which are games that I did record at some point, but I haven't actually finished them. So these will be these unfinished games are the absolute priority once other stuff has been finished. Well, once the current rotation starts getting emptied out a bit, I'm going to move on to the unfinished games, then the requested games, then the games I should play. Anyway, but obviously, like if something like, for example, in Detroit and The Last of Us, I won't be able to play those for a while. Like I'm not going to not play anything until I get those. Like you know, if something is stopping me from playing them, then obviously I will substitute those with just games that I want to play. You've got Blair Witch, so unfinished games. You've got Blair Witch, Darkwood, Simulacra, Alan Wake Remastered, Resident Evil 0, Visage, Blacktail, and Starfield. Look, some of these shouldn't take me too long to beat. Some of them. Oh dear. Oh, the Dragon Age Origins. That needs to go on there as well. How about that? Dragon Age franchise. How about that? There we go. Oh, hang on. Elder Scrolls franchise. Fallout franchise. Sure. GTA franchise. Final Fantasy franchise. Sonic franchise. Mario franchise. There we go. How does that work? I've just added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After everything that I just said, I just added 7 entire franchises to that list. Oh god, what is happening? Wait. Oh god. I just added 7 entire franchises. Some of them, no, 3 of them are exceptionally long. No, actually most of them are exceptionally long. Oh, dearie me. Okay, I want to see a comic about the CIA trying to murder Clark Kent and making it look like an accident. Not because they know he's Superman, but because he's a really good journalist. Make it a comedy because the CIA assassins can't figure out why their attempts keep failing. That sounds like a fun movie. Like, yeah, they can't buy Clark Kent off to like hide their secrets or something like that. Like, so they just keep trying to assassinate him because he's like, as Clark Kent, he's always trying to expose these conspiracies and stuff like that. So they're always trying to assassinate him, but they can't assassinate him because he's Superman, and they just can't. But they don't actually know he's Superman, so they just can't figure out why he's. Oh, that actually sounds great. Yeah, I do. I love the idea that yes, I'm reposting this tweet. I'm retweeting it. It's not reposting. It's retweeting. Stop it. I love the idea that they can't figure out he's Superman despite all their A nation attempts failing. Oh dear. Goody. That sounds like a that sounds like a good movie. That sounds like a good movie. They'd ruin it. They'd find a way. They'd find a way. But in concept, we would always have the concept in our heads of it being good. You know, like the Marvels. No, I've not seen that movie, and I won't be able to see it for a while. So I'm just gonna have to take a lot of people's word on it. I don't know that. Wait, whoa. I'm probably. I mean, I won't actually. Unless he does like an unbridled video on it, I probably won't be able to engage with any of Mauler's takes on Captain Marvel, on the Marvels for a while. If it's on EFAP or something like that, because I am very much behind on EFAP, like 150 plus episodes behind. So that's not going to happen. But at the same time, wait a minute. Get Clem. I feel like it'd be interesting to see about like where Clem came from. Like, why do they always say get Clem? Like, who are they referring to? Anyway, like, does Clem have like an original or something like that? Is that what's going on? Is Clem some kind of template for some ultimate Grenier assassin or something? I don't know. But yeah, so what I was going to say is that I probably won't be able to engage with any of Mauler's takes for a while unless he does an unbridled video. I'd trust him to remain mostly level-headed and reasonable. Like he always dedicates in his recent unbridled videos. He always dedicates quite a significant portion to. Usually not more than the rest of the video, obviously. I don't need to scan that guy because I'm already 9 out of 10. I'm going to save that for a video. He always dedicates quite a bit of time with all of his criticisms to explaining ways in which like a better scene could have been made, but a similar scene at the same time. A better or similar scene could have been made. So he usually dedicates quite a bit of time to outlining the positives and the things that he does like in the film. So, you know, if Mauler has a video on it, I'm looking forward to seeing that. That would I can trust him. I can trust him to be as objective as possible with films for the most part. You know, doesn't mean that he's always 100% right all the time, because nobody is. But at least I can trust that whenever he's made aware of a new piece of information, he will analyze it and think about it and discuss it and well, you know, in other words, he's earned my trust over the years. So, you know, there's a lot of people on Twitter, especially with like. I'm not naming names again. I'm not going to bother. But there's a lot of people on Twitter, even EFAP guests, who seem very, very antagonistic and almost vitriolic to the film. And I'm like, look, a bad film. Here's the thing. I don't think I really picked up on this when it's in Mauler's one of Mauler's TFA critique videos. I can't remember which one. Is it 2? Well, it was probably 2. It's do you like how he plays? He made like VHS tapes of the you know, of different people's take on TFA and styles and all that. And one of them was JXE, and Jay had said, I think some people need reminding sometimes that a bad film, however, like a bad film, no matter how bad it is just a bad film. Like, and I feel like. That's like a very good sentiment that I don't think a lot of people, especially on Twitter, actually live by. It's, you know, they treat this film like it's a detriment to society. That it's do you know, like when everything is called woke propaganda now? Like, I feel like the word propaganda, it's becoming the word racist. You know, it's becoming like stuff like that. It's becoming the new racist. It's becoming, you've used it so much that it no longer means something as negative as you thought it did. Like you know, years ago, something was woke propaganda. You're like, right, so it's probably going to be nothing but man hating. It's probably going to be men are the problem for everything. Women this, women that. You know, whatever. Whereas like now, it's been used so trivially that we are almost getting to the point where you think, damn, if Aliens did come out earlier today, obviously not everyone. Obviously, you know, I'm not saying that everybody who has a problem with modern female superheroes or anything like that. Absolutely not. But it's starting to get to the point now where the phrase is used so trivially that it does start to make you think how many of the people that use the phrase would have a problem with Aliens if it came out today. And I hate being in the position where I'm having to acknowledge that because the thing is that kind of thing has been said for ages against people who the criticism does not apply to. But the criticism is starting to apply to people, which means that criticism is going to be made more and more against people who that criticism does not apply to. So it's very, it is getting tiring hearing the phrase woke propaganda with like everything. So I mean that's why it's even if you're trying to make a similar criticism, it's better to just avoid the phrase itself and you know, because the thing is the reason why woke propaganda is bad in the first place isn't because it's woke propaganda. It's because of what is meant by woke propaganda. It's because of the state of writing. It's because of the quality of writing that having woke propaganda usually leads to. Like, if you're focusing more on, as a drinker puts it, the message. Where are you? Okay, that one's. I guess the towel's been sorted. If you're focusing too much on what the drinker calls the message, then that means that you're probably not putting. That means that the writing in your film suffers because you're less focused on making a good film as much as you are being remembered for saying the thing. Wait a minute. No, wait, hang on. Damn it. You're not. Your story isn't going to be remembered because of its characters or its writing. It's going to be remembered because it had however many actors of whatever demographic in it. It's going to be, if it's even going to be remembered at all. If it's even going to be remembered at all, which most of them won't be. You know, that's why the whole woke propaganda thing was a fair criticism in the first place. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. In the first place was because you know there were so many people making movies that did not add anything to the story that they were in universes. I mean. And they didn't. They harmed the characters in most cases by making them weaker than they should be, making some characters stronger than they should be, but not only that, there was in a lot of cases there was less attention to developing the characters and why they were in certain movies and how they actually developed and changed and grew and failed and succeeded throughout all their films. There was less meaning given to all those things, and so there was less reason to watch these films outside of just seeing the actor you like, outside of being preached to. That was pretty much the only reason you would go and see the film, and which most people, that's not a good reason to see the film. So, like that's why, you know, the woke propaganda was such an easy term to use, you know, years ago, but now it's been used so much that it's being used in place of the criticism that it used to be an easy catch-all phrase to reference. It's being used in place of the direct criticism, which is why I like people like Mauler, who don't use terms like, you know, sometimes he'll subtly reference, he'll like poke at it. Sometimes he'll poke at the mentality, but he's poking at it while making a direct criticism. Like, for example, the He makes a very almost direct he makes an almost direct he accurately describes the scene in Quantumania where they're forced to drink the language liquid, I guess we'll call it that, the language lime, I don't know, the language juice, the drink, the juice that makes it so that you can understand any language. They're forced to drink that, and while he's criticizing the scene of he's criticizing how the scene of them being forced to drink the juice in like this ritualistic this almost sacrificial sacrifice to the blood god kind of scene where, you know, they're all they're holding him down. They're forcing him to drink this, like Indiana Jones or something, you know, like it's like that scene in Temple of Doom, where he's forced to take the drink. It's that, and it doesn't make any sense given both what we know about the faction and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense both with what we know about the faction and wait a minute. Okay, I need to sort this thing out. Wait. Hang on. Wait. What? Oh god damn it, the thing was there. There's a lot about that scene that isn't working. Like, for example, what Mauler points out is that despite the fact that they should have arrived at the camp together, like there's a lot in the scene that's made in order to make it so that not only can we still have the scene of Scott gargling down Jeb's juice, that's not a joke, that's literally what happens, despite the fact that we could, specifically so that we can still have the scene of Scott being force-fed the language liquid, just so that we can keep that scene, they make it so that Cassie is taken to the camp before Scott, despite them like being captured together and being transported together. She just miraculously ends up there before him. But they did that so that they could have Cassie drink the juice off camera, so that, you know, she understands the language and all that. She drinks the liquid off camera, and the reason why they wanted to do that was so that they could have the scene of Scott being force-fed the juice, and they wanted the extra creep factor of Cassie almost zombie-like saying "drink the ooze," like, you know, like she's already been taken over or something like that by whatever this liquid is. Well, like, she just does not act in any sensible manner in that scene. And then Mauler points out that, like, it's like, well, maybe it's because we don't want. Maybe it's because you know, maybe the scene was filmed like this because maybe we don't want to have a woman being force-fed a foreign substance, forced to maybe we don't want to have a scene of a woman being force-fed a foreign substance while she struggles, but they'll do it to the guy, and then he makes that one comment and then he moves on. And so what I'm getting at there is that he'll poke at the obvious, what's the word, elephant in the room. Sure, he'll point at the elephant in the room, but that's not like his primary criticism. The criticism he's just made before and after that comment is that it doesn't make any sense for Cassie to reach the camp before them. It doesn't make any sense for Scott to actually swallow the juice. And it also doesn't make any sense for Cassie to say "drink the ooze" as opposed to saying Scott, it's okay. This language, the drink they're going to give you will help you understand their languages. It just helps you understand their language. And instead of them all ritualistic chanting, instead of them all doing a ritualistic chanting, they just give him. Like they force, you know, they hold his head back and they force feed him like a jar of juice, even though later in the film we're shown that that this juice can literally just be put in like a shot glass or something like that. And you sat there like, so why didn't they just give him like a cup or something like that? Why didn't they just there was a much easier way to get him to drink this juice, rather than, you know, force feeding it to him by holding his head back and, well, force feeding him a jug of Jeb's juice. You sat there like, right, so they just wanted to have this joke scene. That's all it was. And so that's not my point. Again, I've really taken way too long to explain this, and I'm pretty sure I've diluted the point by like a million times by now. But the point that I was trying to draw all that back to was that, like, Mauler will occasionally poke fun at what could be considered woke propaganda, I guess. He'll poke fun at hypocritical modern trends and stuff like that. But they won't. But he won't like outright. He doesn't make a point of calling everything everything woke. You know, he rarely uses the term. I don't even think he does use the term. And so it's a lot easier to take his criticism seriously and to actually pay attention to what he's saying, because he actually makes a direct criticism. He doesn't just label everything as woke and then moves on. He would actually reference, like, I'd imagine if he made a Starfield video, he'd probably, maybe he'd mention the pronoun thing, maybe he wouldn't. He would probably he'd probably brush over it, to be honest. I don't think, because he doesn't go into the political side of things. He really doesn't. He goes over the objective effects that a mechanic has on a game, and given the fact that the pronoun mechanic doesn't have any effect on the game, I doubt he would even go into it. I don't think. I think if JXE was to do it, he would probably go into it briefly. He'd probably go into it briefly just because of the massive outcry there was around it. Because he'd probably want to address the outcry itself. But like going off of the same principle of because going off of his TFA comment, he doesn't like unnatural rage at what could just be a bad film or a bad game. He doesn't like overreactions, you could say. So yeah, I think like he'd probably go into it briefly to talk about the outcry itself, and probably go over some of the criticisms. But like Mauler, I don't think Mauler would even go into it. Because it doesn't have any effect on the game, or the story, or anything. It literally doesn't have any effect on anything, so he wouldn't bother going into it at all. And that's what makes it easier for me to take Mauler's word on. So that's what makes it easier to listen to Mauler and his criticisms and stuff like that, because I can at least trust that he will remain level-headed and as objective as possible. Again, he's a human, so he's not infallible. He does make mistakes. I can't remember. There was one in the TFA video. I can't remember. I can't remember what. I'm trying to remember what it was. He said something that I don't think I 100% agreed with, but I can't remember it, so I can't even really use it as an example. But like he obviously does say some stuff that you don't always agree with, but that's the thing. You just disagree with it. That's the end of that. You don't always agree with that. You don't have to agree with everything somebody says, and that's just fine. There's no real elaboration that I can give on that. It's just Mauler is a much easier person to trust when it comes to film criticism, because of where his priorities are in terms of film criticism. He criticizes the movie, not the political sphere surrounding it. The only times he comes out of the movie to talk about things outside of the movie is when he's talking about audience reactions to like hype and stuff like that. He'll talk about audience reactions. He'll bring in director interviews and stuff like that. Like, he'll use outside sources of knowledge, but only to talk about things like how people reacted to the hype surrounding TFA. When it came out, Star Wars is back. Star Wars is the best. This is the best Star Wars movie. This is the worst Star Wars movie. Like, obviously included a lot of people's reactions in his video. He goes into talk about how people react to the movies, but outside of that, he doesn't go into any kind of political department when it comes to criticizing films. So it's a lot easier to it's a lot easier to take seriously, so to speak. It's a lot easier to trust when he goes into a scene and says, right, so this is why this is bad, and this is why it falls apart, or this is why this is what they should have done better, or this is why movies nowadays really suck. He'll go into it, and there's no animosity, which is well, like there's acted animosity because it's unbridled rage, there's that animosity. There's the clever comedic insults he always comes out with, but there's no vitriol. You know, there's no hatred, so to speak. There's no personal attachment. There's no what's the word? There's no animosity to an individual or an actual person. It's always what, hatred for a character or hatred for excuse me, like he can hate a studio at large, or he can hate a movie, but he won't hate anyone as an individual unless they specifically go out and call him out for something that he, like the earlier EFAP episodes and stuff like that. Like those are the exceptions. But outside of that, like whenever he's specifically called out and attacked by someone, that's when bets are off. But when he's criticizing movies, he will essentially just like he essentially just sticks to what's in the movie. You know, he's always going for both what he likes, what he doesn't like, and how the thing that he doesn't like could have been made into something that he does like. Which is why, like, if he was to make it, this is again, it cycles all the way back around, despite the fact that I took ages to explain this and I really did ramble. Despite the fact, if he was to make the Marvels video, I'd be interested in when he in what way does it fall apart, and did it have to fall apart? You know, how would it? I trust that he would go into as much detail on the things that he likes, even if there are less things that he likes than there are things that he doesn't like. He would go into as much detail in the things that he likes and why he likes them, as he does the things that he doesn't like. And obviously, in regards to the things that he doesn't like, in regards to the Marvels, he would provide his own hypothetical rewrites to the scene. And okay, this is what the movie could have been about. This is what this scene could have been. This is the kind of villain we should have had. This is he'll provide suggestions. It's not literally just a rant about woke propaganda, and that's why. I guess I'd be interested in hearing Moral's take, because what this entire last 20 minutes or something. That's what it all sums up to. What it all comes down to is, I guess I'd be interested in hearing Moral's take, but outside of that, there's very few people. The Critical Drinker is one. I'd still listen to him. If Rags was to make a video, Rags can get a bit, what's the word? Well, angry, I guess. Rags can get impatient, harsh, I guess. Rags is definitely a blunt one. He's very very to the point. Sometimes he does try and be nice, but other times there are times. I don't want to say this is the majority of the time, but I feel like there are times where Rags is he feels like he's being antagonized. He acts like I'm trying to think of like a specific example. An example to the opposite would be Prey. I think he said that he enjoyed Prey for the most part, but he recognised that it wasn't exactly a good movie. It just wasn't as bad as he was expecting it to be, or anything like that. It seemed to be charitable. It seemed relatively good faith, kind, charitable. I'm trying to think of an example of the opposite. Yeah, I don't think I can think of one off the top of my head.
Nearby communications towers are broadcasting crucial enemy intelligence.
Indeed.
Capture the towers and decode any
Alright,
incoming
let's
messages.
sort stuff out. If you were to get there,
You'd think they'd clone something a little less ugly.
they could do that. Actually, no, they couldn't, because anyway. So yeah, Rags, Critical Drinker, probably Fringy. Yeah, Fringy. I'd listen to Fringy. JXE, probably.
This tower is
Um,
ours
Yeah, but there's quite a few people that I think I'd probably take a pass on. Oh, got him. Look at that. Oh, come on. There you go. Done.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
I'm sure. Alright, he's going to go over to A in a moment.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Got him. Think you're struck by lightning, you douche. Alright. Okie doke. And we got there in the end. Kind of took my time with it, but oh well. Right. I need to pick up the pace a little bit. I've kind of taken longer than I needed to doing all this. I forget. Is this? Oh yeah, this is Red Veil now. Yeah. All right. So we are in Red Veil. We're not lagging too far behind. This will only take us another what 5 minutes, and then we've got 2 missions left. So I reckon we could probably do this before half past. Before half past. Before the next half an hour. Then we got loads of time. And then once I've done this, I've got pretty much the rest of the day to just edit stuff, and yeah, it'll be great, it'll be good. Excuse me. Don't mind me. I'm just thinking. Should I do the Umbra? Should I do the Umbra Former defense mission today on stream? Because I'm trying to think. Would it be too much of a risk to save it until the next Warframe video? I'm thinking it might be. That's the thing. I don't know. Because I mean, it runs out tomorrow. I still have to edit the rest of all the videos, that's the thing. It might be that I have to edit everything and then I just record one Warframe video on its own before I record like the rest of the batch, which I don't really want to do, but that might end up being what I do.
We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
Sure, why not?
They are broadcasting another message.
Go.
Make sure the enemy never receives it.
They shall not.
Tower online. Tower online.
Come on, can I do this before 6? I don't think I can.
Tower captured. Beginning
I think we're gonna get 7%.
now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll be able to. Yeah, we can start looking getting from 8%, but I think 7% is the minimum you can is the lowest you can get on solo. Obviously, if you were to have 4 players taking them all out, if 4 players, 1 for each tower, you could get it before they even hit 1%, which would be great. But the towers don't actually do anything. The towers don't. The towers. You can't capture the towers as quickly with 4 players. In order to, I think, in order to get the capture speed that you have currently, you need to have at least 2 players on a single tower. I don't think it's all 4, but yeah. Got 'em. Obviously, it's much better to have. Oh, C. Hang on. Got him. It's much better to have 1 player versus 1 player for each tower. Because not only is each player only dealing with a small amount of enemies at a time, but also you can cover all bases rather than another thing. It's, I mean, you know, the enemies really won't be capturing anything. I really can't believe, by the way, that they buffed the amount of reacting that you get for stuff like exterminate missions, but they didn't buff it for interception missions. I really feel like they need to buff it for interception missions, because the idea that I have to actively slow down the rate at which I complete the objective in order to complete the second objective. Not because, because there's a difference between completing one objective before you complete another, and then there's actively having to slow down the completion of another objective. Like, that's not something. It's because, like, in an exterminate mission is a bad example because your objective is to kill things anyway. But like a capture mission, for example, or a rescue, or a sabotage, you get your fissures and you get your reactant before you leave, before you complete that. But when it comes to, or like even excavations, excavations is a good example. You know, wait a minute. Wait, what?
We have lost
What is it?
control of a tower.
Oh, I'm crazy. Where is it? Oh, it was over. God damn it! It was just there. Really?
We have decoded the message.
Got to 8%. How dare you?
Enemies must not report back to their command.
Yeah, mate.
Eliminate everyone.
10. Alright, we're almost done with that. Excuse me. Alright. Let's see.
Transference still holding.
Sure, let's see how things are going here. We're getting quite a bit of focus. We're going to have 10 million. Lovely. Don't worry about me, everything is fine. I'm going to start up the next one because I can. Do it. Go. Yeah, mate. Huh. Lovely. I'm just checking things, don't worry about me. 207 subscribers, like who does
There
that?
is a large platoon of
What do you
Grineer
mean?
Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Okay, I believe it is time.
It is time for those against us to pay.
Well, I was going to say it's time for the Jedi to end, but your idea works as well.
Grineer prey on the weak, but we prey on the Grineer.
You need to stop.
Channel.
Shut up, Samaris, I don't care.
Synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
I don't want it. Do you ever think of that, Samaris? I don't want it. I never have. And I never will. Let's go. 55 energy, how dare you? It would appear that I've hit the maximum. I feel like syndicate missions should have the chance for like some kind of syndicate boss to show up. I don't mean like the boss of each syndicate, like the actual leaders of them or something. But I mean, I feel like we should have leader specific syndicate specific bosses and assassins that they send after you, in order to try and prevent you from completing your objective. You know, like if they succeed in something, or if you fail to defeat them or something like that, then you fail a mission or something, you know. I don't know. I feel like syndicate missions are essentially they're just exactly the same as normal missions, but with all of the potential variation gone from them. You know, like assassins don't spawn, like no assassins spawn or anything like that. And so you've got that tiny piece of that tiny piece of like variation, the variety. No, I'm repeating myself there. A tiny piece of unpredictability, of which there isn't loads anyway. But it's like, at least with invasion missions, you have unique tile sets sometimes. Like or you have unique spins on similar tile sets. Like not every invasion is the exact same tile set. Like for example, you've got some invasion missions which have a completely unique and new tile, which is the boundary between your ship. They have you go between a Grenadier ship and a Corpus base. It's like they've got a Grenadier base that's been set up right next to. Hang on. They've got a Grenadier base, a Grenadier ship that's landed right next to a Corpus base. And so you've got to cross that land between them, you know, like you've got at least that level of, you have at least got that, but in Syndicate missions you just don't have anything. They definitely do need more variety and more. They need to be revamped. They need to be revamped. They need to have like an update focused on them. I don't know if they should have like an entire update focused on them or anything like that. That guy looked like he had Ghost Drag 3 spawning on him. But they definitely need something new, you know. Sure. Sign Star. Lovely. Right. I mean, considering the fact that I've got to kill 100 whatever enemies, there don't seem to be many enemies in this area. Have you sent me to the right place? Oh, wait, lockdown. Oh, god damn it. I've got to go up here and get the lockdown from up here and then go over there and do that. But that's probably the area to progress, so I'm not going to do anything with that. There you go. Good. You get some unique dialogue. Stand up. You going to?
Cano, do not damage it further.
I will.
Use the synthesis device.
No. It takes a while to kill, but here you go. Get a bit of unique dialogue if you kill him. He's gonna bleed to death or something. There we go.
No! You've wasted this specimen. Was I wrong to entrust synthesis to you?
Yes. Mate, there's so many millions of these creatures. Just get over yourself.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, mate. I mean, like, nothing happens. You just don't get anything. You know, obviously you don't get anything from the mission for doing that. There's no penalty to it. I've already scanned 9 out of 10 of them, so I'm not going to scan the last one until I've done a thing. But yeah. Hang on. Boom. Right, off we go. Let us proceed. Let us reunite with our opponents. There we go. Oh, look at that. Much better. Just cleared an area out. That's exactly what we're after. You guys don't seem to care that there is a Tenno racing through your facility, killing all of your brothers. Like, what? I don't know, man. You are just kind of very, very passive. You really don't seem to be invested in the situation. There you go. Unless they're all regrouping and preparing for one last stand. Like this is their last stand. This is their thing. But I'm absolutely mowing down all of them. Giveth thou an honoured mark. Boom. I haven't had any amber stars yet, have I? I am kind of running out of those. I am low on those. Sure, so that's all the loot over here. There's definitely nothing over on this side. No. Aha! Wait, there is. You shall not escape me. I will track down all of them. I've got to hurry up here because if I do want to complete this before I do want to complete all the syndicate missions before. Did you just say looks great, Tenno? Why, thank you. I do want to finish all this before that's the end of that sentence. I want to finish all this before we reach an hour and a half. I don't think I'm going to do it at this rate, but hang on. We still can. There you go, that's all of them. We just continue. We just hurry up. We go. Got him. Keep going. We got you. Yeah, I'm glad I got rid of Master Thief because it was unnecessary. I didn't need it. But also,
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
I like handspring. I just love being able to get straight back up when something knocks me down. Right, go. There we go. We're done. Telesto, Saturn, Grenier Exterminate. 9 minutes. We could have done better there, but oh well. We didn't need to, ultimately. Excuse me. The idea of a okay, Mutahar has bought a hard drive with tens of millions of viruses. Okay. And then someone said this is going to somehow be the end of the world. Looking at all of them, we are destroying a computer. Okay. Yeah. So what about Halo having what about the idea of Halo having a human villain? I mean, I don't see why not. I feel like we had that with Halo 4. He wasn't exactly a main villain, but I mean, you very much had the antagonist, didn't you? With that one captain who insisted on not chasing the Didact. He wanted to not follow the Didact and kill him, despite the fact that he wanted to exterminate humanity. He wanted to exterminate. Yeah, he wanted to exterminate humanity, so he's like, right, so I don't want to chase him and kill him, I want to live to fight another day, and you're like, yeah, but you're going to have to fight him. He is vulnerable, we have an opportunity to kill him, pursue and kill. He's like, I'm ordering you to surrender that AI, and it's like, he's really, he's, pretty much every scene he's in is, like, even everybody on his team, even everybody on his team, like is giving him, they're like looking between each other, like we really don't want to listen to this guy. We you know, we're all doubtful of his decision making, but I guess orders are orders. Kind of look, you know, like they're very clearly mutinous, but not quite committing to a mutiny look. Like they've all got that expression on them, and it's like, yeah, so this guy is just the villain. He's not, again, he's not the main villain, but it's like, yeah, this guy is clearly just the only there to get in Chief's way villain, so that we can have the payoff of Chief not letting him get in his way in defense of Cortana. Hang on. Right. That guy doesn't know we're here yet, so we can still run around and loot everything. But once he does know we're here, let's race forward, smack him in the face with Skarner, and I'm sure that after that, everything will be fine. Yep. Alright, let us proceed in this direction.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Well, he can approach in a different direction, Lotus. I say that every time, and I'll say it every time. So don't test me, Lotus. Give? Alright. We're almost done with all this. need? Alright, there's nothing up here. No, okay, alright. Let's continue. Right, I feel like this guy's probably going to start running any second now.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
That thing isn't supposed to exist yet, so just pretend you didn't see that. That thing is, you know, like the whole thing of what I said before about Warframe and its railroading and not knowing what quest progress is. That thing doesn't exist yet. Just pretend it doesn't. It's not there, you know. No. 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 He's dead, but he's. No, he's dead, but he's not. You're kidding me. He's dead, but he's floating in the air. He's not supposed to do that. No. In a minute, he's going to start bleeding out. There's going to be nothing I can do. Like, I can't. I'm trying to catch him in the air or something, but it's not. Damn it. It's glitched. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to have to. He won't even let me capture him. It's not even. Yeah, it literally won't let me capture. What the hell are you? Mechanist? What? Okay. That's a thing that you're doing, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that guy. He's just floating. He's literally just floating. I mean, yeah, like he's stood. Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit and just retry because he's not doing anything while he's there. He's really just chilling there. Right. Let's try that again. I guess we're not going to be doing it before past, but oh well. Yeah, I don't really like the. That was the Rapala list, by the way, that showed up, and that's the boss. You have to complete the sacrifice. In order to fight it. It's in other words, we're 70 episodes away.
It is time for those against us to pay.
I really don't know what the Rapala list is supposed to be. In like, well, it's a sentient. It's a big sentient, but I do wonder, like, why is it here? Where did it come from? You know, a bunch of questions. But I can't remember what all the dialogue is surrounding it. That's the thing. I can't remember what, because it does. That's the thing. Is that it literally does just show up. Like, it's just there. It doesn't. There's no like quest or anything where it goes there. At least from memory. I guess I'll have to. We'll have to see what happens with that. You know, once we eventually get there. Let's go. Right. Where are all these marks? Where are they going to be? Show them to me so that I may retrieve them and then disappear. But also, can the capture target please not do the thing that he did last time? That's a star, and I would really much appreciate that. Thank you very much. Please don't do the thing that he did last time. And hell yeah, we got an amber star. Look at that. Please don't do the thing that he did last time and get himself stuck, because that's really, really infuriating. That is immensely frustrating. Now, I do know that there's a piece of loot down here that I missed, and it's going to be some spores. Look at that. No, it's neural sensors. That's the one. Neural sensors. I feel like I'm getting more loot than I need to be, than I should be doing. I don't have any boosts actually or anything. That's the thing.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Got him. He's going to slowly but surely glide down in a second. You're broken! You don't do that! No, you glide down. You injure him and he glides down here. Stop doing that. He's glitched. It's glitched. He's not... Because what normally happens is they don't take any damage. Sometimes they don't take any damage, and then sometimes you shoot them, and then they'll slowly glide down to a place where you can...
Has been updated with a new quest.
Oh, hush. Like, it's glitched. It's doing a thing, and I need it to stop. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to do any of these fun fishes at this point. At this rate. Ugh, ow. I don't like this tile set. It's just so aesthetically displeasing. I'm sure a lot of people like it, but I don't. Oh, hush you. I know that's not a joke about the fact that you speak in whispers. Alright. Oh wait, whoa, where am I going? Oh god, do I have to? Alright, so there's gonna be one of these things here. There's one of these guys.
Target is in the vicinity. Find them. Keep moving. None of the
Where am
scanners
I?
have detected it.
What is this area? No, wait, hang on, stop. There you go, go back up. Right, now where is this thing? Right, first of all, what I'm gonna do... No, it's not in here. There's a panel somewhere. And that, see, the thing is, that this panel that's hidden somewhere, this is what I hate about these room puzzles, because there's no way that you would ever know that they're there, and there's no way that you would know how to unlock these puzzles. Because you see the puzzle door, and then next to the puzzle door, you see a symbol that matches a symbol on the door. And so you'd obviously sit there and think, oh, have I got to hit the switches in the right order or something like that? You'd figure out that part of the puzzle. That part's easy. But the thing is that you can't activate the... You can't actually activate any of the doors. You can't activate any of the panels until you... I'm just looking for this door panel. You can't activate any of the door panels until you have shot that item. Shot this weird access control panel thing that's somewhere. And that's the annoying bit, because you would never know that it's even there. I had to be told that those things existed, and I had to be told how to look for them, because they're always so out of the way and hard to spot. First of all, there's no indication that such a thing even exists for you to look out for it in the first place, and second, they're so out of the way. But no, I think that was the criticism that I was trying to get at. Sorry, is that you would never think that such a thing even exists for you to look at it, look for it, and there's never any indication of where they might be either. So, in other words, no, don't. In other words, yeah, it's not great puzzle design, because like the puzzle, the actual part of it that is a puzzle, the door panels and finding the right order and all that, that's fine. That bit's easy. That bit's easy. It's barely even a puzzle. But this bit, the whole finding the access control point, of which there is no indication that one even exists, that's the annoying bit. Like, I'm looking for it and I can't find it. How am I supposed to, like, if I wasn't told that there was something for me to look for and find, I would never, ever find it. I would never. I refuse to believe that anybody, you might come across the odd outlier of somebody like accidentally finding one and shooting it, but nobody went looking for one and found it before they actually discovered the puzzle. Nobody went looking for one and found it before they were told what it is or what its relevance to the puzzle is, because there's no indication that it even exists, and that's the thing. When it comes to puzzles should never be like accidentally solved. Puzzles shouldn't be accidentally solved. If your puzzle can only be solved by random chance, by just like dumb luck, then that's the mark of a poorly designed puzzle, because then you've not solved a puzzle, you've just accidentally come across a solution. Like, where is this panel that I'm supposed to shoot? I could look around here for ages for it. Like, it could be that I'll end up having to look up where this panel is for me to actually find it. Like, I know it's here somewhere, but where? There's no, it doesn't show up on your map or anything like that, you know? And you can't access any of the door panels. You can't interact with them until you've done this. Like, normally, they're on the ceiling somewhere. That's like, normally, they're on, like, a roof somewhere. Watch, I bet, look, I bet it's in one of these, things that you can't see into. So I bet it's in one of these roof things that, like, where it's so bright you can't actually see into it. There we go, wait. Okay, now I can see into it. I don't know why the light, I mean, it's not there anyway. I was gonna say, I don't know why the light's so bright that I can't actually see into it, but oh well. It's gonna be one of these pillars, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. Guess there's only one way for us to find out. That's gonna tell me it's behind one of these banners. Is it? No. No, it's not behind one of these banners. And here's the thing, is that Warframe isn't this. Warframe isn't the whole meticulously going around every... Warframe isn't this kind of game. Warframe isn't the whole meticulously going around all these little crevices and nooks and crannies. Warframe isn't this game. Warframe isn't... There it is, I found the thing. Warframe isn't this. Right, hang on. Oh, God damn it. Nope, stop it. Warframe isn't this game where you go around and meticulously search everything. So you find that and you search that and you see what's just popped up on my map there, the access panels. Now I have to find the right order and then activate them all. So we've got triangle, circle, square. Oh, triangle, circle, square, and then that'll be square. So hang on, we've got to find the rest of these things. I'm guessing that triangle is over here. Is it? There it is. Right, so triangle. I know that there's a circle all the way over here. There we go. No, wait. Boom. Easy. Like, that part is easy. Like, the whole thing about having to activate the door panel is it's needless complexity that you would never solve on your own. But once you've found that, the rest of the puzzle doesn't exist. It's not difficult. It's not tricky. It's literally just a time trial. You find where the objects are.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
And then that's it. Yeah, like, the game tells you what the order is, and it tells you what the consoles look like and all that. You don't have to find the correct order or anything like that. The rest of the puzzle barely even counts as a puzzle because of how easy it is. It goes from impossible to solve on your own outside of random dumb luck to there not being a puzzle to solve at all, and that's the balance that's missing from those door puzzles. Luckily, they don't give you anything mechanically useful. It's literally just aesthetically. It's just like, I'll never use any of the rewards that they give you. It's literally just a corpus scene. So thankfully, it's not critical or anything to use. But it's still unfortunate that it got him. Right, there we go. He's on the ground. He's on the ground, and unless you get away with doing that. That's it. We're done. Mission's complete. Nothing could possibly go wrong. And yes, I'm sticking to that statement. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong. You think I'm gonna jinx it? Guess what? Nothing could possibly go wrong. This is just like, I don't know, like a wire trip so my Xbox shuts down. Alright. Let's go. Well, I'm not going to go down yet. I'm going to go this way. Wait, where am I going? Oh, there you are. There you are. Right. So there's only so much loot left for us to. There's only so much loot left for us to discover, and I shall discover every bit of it because I'm done with Jupiter after this. I'm happy to. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. No. Hang on. Wait. No. I need you to bullet jump, but you won't. All right. I'm done with Jupiter for a while after this. I hope that the next patch doesn't include either Deimos because I don't do those missions yet, or the other thing, Jupiter, this planet, this exact one, because I'm not a fan of it. I used to be back in the old tile set, but I don't like it. I do like the attempt at variation, like it is one of the most unique tile sets. I do appreciate the attempt at, like, you know, environmental traps and all that, but I don't know, something about the aesthetic and how jagged everything is, almost. Something about it is just really displeasing. Yeah. Alright, we're not actually far away from extraction now, which means, hopefully, there's going to be some more tokens for us to pick up before then, because quite frankly, we're running out of time.
Last requests, Tenno.
Yes, go away.
Look at your tongue.
No.
Release the Amalgams.
Release the hounds, you do that, and they shall literally behave exactly as every single enemy I've ever fought does. Yo. How long have you been trying to kill me, Allard? At what point do you simply give up? Alright. Alright, well that's all that sorted. And there's nothing for me to do over here, so I would say proceed in this direction.
Let's go on the offensive.
We could do that, but quite frankly there's nothing to do anymore, Tony boy, so how about we just do this? Considering the fact that that other door back there doesn't lead anywhere. Let us go. Excuse me. Hang on. Thank you. Indeed. Oh, no, it's just one of you. If you say so. Sure. I love just detonating a whole bunch of crates like that, like with a ground attack. It's always satisfying. Wait a minute. Aha, that's you. Okay, alright, here's me hoping for another token. But no, unfortunately not. Alright. I saw there was still something else over here, wasn't there? There was not. Okay, no. We've got whatever's going on over here. Alright, well, we've been gassed. It's absolutely fine because it matters not. Oh, well, that hurt. No worries, because we have almost everything we need. Come on. Just got a bit more. Where are these last ones? We can find them. One of them's going to be here. Damn it, screw you. What even destroyed that one? Taxon, was this one you? How dare you? Alright. I mean, I keep gassing myself more and more. Right. Come on. 2 more. No? What do you mean I've only got 6? What do you even mean by that? How am I supposed to rationalize that one? How are you going to rationalize to me? Alright. Oh well. Boom. We're done. Oh dear. Right, that's it. That's all Syndicate missions done. That's all Syndicate missions done. We're sorted. It took longer than it needed to. It's fine. Wow. 14 minutes. Wow. I just realized. I was gonna say, even if I didn't, I would have done that in less than an hour and 20. If I would have done that in less than an hour and a half if I didn't mess around that first bit. Actually, no, wait, I don't think I would have. I think I'm making that up a little bit. Right, let's go exterminate. Let's do a bit of this. Let's just go. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna, you know, I'll just refine all these because I can. I'll just refine all of them. How's that? I will spend all of my traces right now. I'll just do it. There you go. Boom. But I'm not going to spend any of them because I've still got forms to do. Oh dear. What do you mean? Oh, Master Rank 30 can do a thing. Yes, indeed.
Grenier Marine stationed here. Leave no one standing. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Use that reactant to open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
There you go. Got that out of my system. Alright, come on. Top the day off with an auto sculpture. Why not? I implore you. Come on. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know you have one. I know that you have one stored somewhere. And I'm gonna find it. There we go, 18 void traces, lovely.
That's it.
See, that is why I spent all my traces, because otherwise I would not have had enough, and I would have hit the cap. I wouldn't have had enough left in the cap to do that. Do I have a stalker? I was gonna say, is a stalker want to show his face? No, that was the wrong button. Show profile. Oh, he's not. I literally don't have any assassins on me. Damn. The stalker has left me alone for a bit. Sure, why not? Right, I'd appreciate it if more enemies spawn because I kind of want to get the, I kind of want extraction to be on my, I really need extraction to be on my case, on my map, so that I can see what's, where not to go as I loot the map. Right. Screw you. Douche. How dare you cancel my exalted blade.
Stay focused. There's
Dynasty
a
Warriors
heavy unit
franchise. That's another one that I need to play. Put that on the list in a minute. Tell you what, I'll do it now. Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty. No wait. Dynasty. Samurai. Franchise. There you go. How's that? Don't get me started on the PS2 games that I could be trying to get through. Don't let me put those down there. Because well, actually, I mean that is just what that was, isn't it? The Dynasty Warriors franchise. Like I could put so many more games on there, guys. I don't think you understand. I could put so many more games on there. Oh boy. I just love that I decided, right, all bets are off, and like before I just put entire franchises on that list. I was like, right, let's do this franchise, this franchise, this franchise, and it's like, no, I'm not talking about games here. I'm talking about entire franchises. Okay, I did not hesitate. I'm gonna get through them all. One day. At some point, I'm gonna do it.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
It just might take me a while. That's the thing, is I need to power through. I need to power through everything. I need to get through all the things, everything that is I'm doing. All the rendering, all the rendering is done. I just need to edit everything and then render everything again. Once that's done, whoa. Once that's done, we can go back to everything being good, and once I've edited everything and I've rendered everything, I can upload everything, and then I can start recording again. Oh dear. And the thing is that this batch is, I've recorded this batch like after the this is a new batch. This isn't like the several month old backlog or anything. This is the new batch. I just didn't quite hit the stride that I thought I did, because I've got so many videos to edit through, because I've got 10 Let's Plays on at once now instead of the 7. Damn. But we'll get through them all. We will get through them all.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I'm sure there is.
Large security force heading your way. It's the Grenier.
Well, I'd be surprised if it was anybody else. Lotus. Nope. Alright, let's go. I zoomed over there, didn't I? What do we got? We got a Massiter Prime handle, which would be... You're not going to tell me, are you? Alright, we can get through one, maybe two more of these. The comic book genre in terms of gaming, I don't know what that's. Don't worry about me, I'm just reading something. Ow. Ow. Hang on. Sure. That is my contribution to that. Hellas, sure. Hellas on Mars. Alright, we'll get through one more of these. Come on, you will give us an auto sculpture.
There is a large platoon of
I formally, officially, politely request it.
Avoid fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
I feel like I should just kill every boss in the game and just get the stalker marked on me, because like, man, it's really unfortunate. It's like I'm getting sad and lonely now, like with like knowing that the stalker just isn't gonna be after me. Or maybe I was gonna say maybe I should try and like not fight the stalker on camera for the rest of the series. Up until the new war, because he comes back in that quest. Maybe I should do that. Oh dear. And it's like a big reveal, like, oh my god, he's back. That's like the post-credit scene. That's like the trailer stinger, like the post-credit scene kind of thing, or like the MCU type of like trailer stinger, like, oh my god, he's back. Oh god. You love to see it. Or maybe you don't. I don't know.
That's it. You opened the relic.
I did indeed, Lotus. So I thank you for noticing. just can't help myself. I'm just enjoying whistling. Alright. Oh, stop it. Try to tell me that the alarms are on and lockdown is about to happen. I'm talking about Warframe, not, you know. 5,000, sure. Again, I really feel like they should get rid of that 5,000 bonus at the start. Or at the very least make it so that the 5,000 is the bonus that you get if you have an Eidolon lens, as opposed to... No, not an Eidolon lens, a Lua lens, that's the one. As opposed to just getting a 5,000 static bonus, flat bonus, you know. I appreciate, you know, the additional... I do appreciate that they've buffed the amount of focus that you get in general, but I'm not sure how I feel about the flat bonus, no matter what lens you're using, without you having to get any focus whatsoever. You know, like that right there would be 9,000 focus that I've earned, and I've just killed like 10 enemies. Like, I feel like that has made it a little too easy, you know. Like I know, like I get that they want to make it so that people can still wait, hang on. People want to make it so that it is still viable. You can still make a decent amount of focus by passively earning focus. You know, like by instead of doing the sanctuary or something like that, instead of using methods and doing missions specifically with the intent of earning as much focus as possible. Like they want to make it so that you can earn the focus that you need over a long enough amount of time. You can still earn the focus that you need doing stuff like this. If you're playing long enough, if you're playing long enough and all that. But I don't think that it should be so beneficial that you can reliably hit your cap doing this over a short period of time. Like, I feel like we should tone down that buff just a teeny bit, you know? Because I feel like there's almost no point in doing the... Unless you're not sure if you're going to be playing a lot that day, I don't think... there's almost no point now in doing a specific focus grind. It's like, yeah, you can hit your cap in like 2 missions, or 1 if you're good enough, if you survive in the sanctuary for long enough. You know, you can hit your cap in like... you can hit your cap in like 2 missions. But there's like no point in doing any of those missions outside of me doing this, for example, because of how much you earn. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to do anything else for the time being today. That's going to be that's me done for today. Alrighty then, the time has come for me to depart. I hope you guys had about as much fun as I did. If there are any games you'd like to see me play, feel free to suggest them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And have a splendid full day. Before despair, we're going to raid. So, let's go on Twitch and let's see who's on, shall we? I mean, again, the time zones are going to be a thing, aren't they? I don't know who's going to be on. I don't know who's going to be on. We've got Z. We've got Z3 on Marvel Snap. We've got Dead Oryx in the Baby in Yellow. It's J, Destiny 2. We've got David ABZ. I don't think we've ever raided Dead Oryx. Why not? Dead Oryx it is. Yeah, mate. Why not? Let's see what the Baby in Yellow is and all of that. He's still got COD Modern Warfare 3 in his title. There you go. Hang a second. Don't mind me. Shut up. There we go. Just realise that music's still playing. It doesn't need to. Alright, hang on. Where are you? Dead Oryx. Star raid. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,